The Royal Beach Club Nassau just opened, and it might be the most talked about new cruise destination in the Caribbean. Today we're giving you the full honest tour and review.
And we're doing it our way by splitting up and going head to head in a battle of the creators.
But we also found a few things they don't tell you before you book, and we're being completely honest.
Welcome back to Dockside Travel. We are Chris and Melanie, and we've been cruising for over 20 years. Today, we have one of the hottest new things in cruising just for you, the Royal Beach Club.
We were in Nassau and the Celebrity Beyond, and the Royal Beach Club is Royal Caribbean's brand new private island destination right here in Nassau Harbor. It's available exclusively to guests sailing on Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Silversea. So if you're booked on one of those lines and Nassau is in your itinerary, this is an option for you.
To get to the Royal Beach Club, you have to take a short ferry to the island. The ferry departs right from inside the cruise port at the far end of the ship docks in the direction of the Atlantis Resort. You book it as a short excursion through your cruise line. Pricing is dynamic, which is Royal's way of saying it fluctuates. So what you pay depends on when you book and how demand looks. Check your cruise planner early.
The ferry ride over is about 10 minutes, and your first look at the island as you come in is genuinely impressive. Clean, well-designed, clearly well-funded. But we want to set some context before we get into the tour, because how much you enjoy this place comes down to two things: what you paid and how much time you have. We'll come back to that.
Since we didn't have a lot of time in port today, we decided to split up to make sure we covered the entire beach club. And of course, I decided to turn it into a challenge. We're going to split up for a bit, so we're going to have a battle.
Battle of the creators.
I think I'm going to have the better clips.
We're going to see who gets the best content. Melanie said game on.
And the second that ferry docked, well, I moved with purpose.
He absolutely sprinted.
My side, the right half of the island. And right away, you're in the social heart of the whole Royal Beach Club. The party pool, the bars, the eateries, all the lounge seating stretching along the waterfront. This is where the action is.
It's a party. Oh, feel the bass.
The facilities look fantastic. Everything is brand new, well maintained, and smartly laid out. This is clearly a premium product, and it shows. But here's the first thing you need to know. We arrived at noon and almost every chair was already gone. 3 other Royal Caribbean ships have been in here since early morning, and their guests had the whole beach staked out before we ever stepped off the ferry. We'll talk about what that means for your decision in a few minutes.
It's a happening beach. I think the quiet beach may be a little further down here, but we'll check it all out. Look, this is just one of the pools on the island. Look how big that is. Infinity pool with views over the ocean. Swim up bar right here next to it. And there's a landside bar as well.
In the interest of thorough research, daiquiri on the way down, Goombay smash on the way back. This is what we do for you.
Oh yeah, it's a good daiquiri.
At the far end of the island, the beach cabanas. Private shade, your own dedicated space right on the water. These are the premium offering here, and they look fantastic. We'll give you our honest take on whether they make sense for your budget shortly.
So this is one of the beach cabanas, available for rent here at the beach club. Lots of seating. And look at that view of the beach. Wow.
The beach on this side is genuinely beautiful. Clear water, great sand, and in the early afternoon light, it's absolutely stunning. This part lives up to every photo you've seen.
The food's over here. And this is a look at what's on the menu. And there's places to sit, eat your food. Look at the drinks here. Goombay smash, please. Lots of drink service here. What a beautiful view of the bay.
On my side, the left half of the island. And one of the first things I found was a cabana perched right near the ferry dock that overlooks the entire beach. The view from up there is absolutely gorgeous. One of the best spots on the whole island. There's this, the ultimate family cabana. We're talking about the top of the line option here. We didn't go inside, but the footprint alone tells you everything you need to know. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Outside area, inside area. Just look. Slide from the top down, a loft area upstairs with a bar. Outside eating areas, covered, shaded. Wow. If you have a large group and cost truly isn't a factor, this looks spectacular. We're talking thousands of dollars though, so do keep that in mind. Uh-oh. That Bahama Mama is delicious. Holy moly. All right, let's go take a look. So of course, you don't have to have an alcohol or non-alcoholic package. As on the ships, there's ice, water, juice if you had your own. Oh my goodness, they have soft serve. Wow. So Paradise Grill. Lots of nice chairs. Tons of staff cleaning and organizing. So clean here. As I mentioned, there's lockers for rent. Actually, they look like they're free now that I'm looking at them. Maybe you'd have to get a key. I also made my way around the party pool from this side, and the setup really is well done. The music, the water slide, the whole vibe. On a less crowded day, this would be a really great time. Chris, I think my tour was better.
We'll let the Dockside crew settle that in the comments. After regrouping, we grabbed some food. And this is another common question about the Royal Beach Club. What is the food situation?
So, food is included in your excursion price, which we appreciate.
So Melanie got a bit of lunch.
A lot of lunch.
Cheese bites.
Oh my gosh.
Chicken tenders.
That is just deep fried cheese.
Looks like coleslaw and some sort of wrap.
Chicken Caesar.
Chicken Caesar wrap.
Just deep fried cheese.
There's the lobster BLT wrap. Let's see. Wow. That's actually good. Real good.
Honestly, I thought the food was great.
The food isn't necessarily the reason you come here, but for a beach day, it sure does the job.
We made our way to the far end of the island, the quiet beach. And honestly, this was our favorite part of the whole day. The further you walk from that main pool area, the more peaceful it gets.
At the very end, you get these beautiful open views toward the entrance to Nassau Harbor, with the lighthouse in the distance. Most people didn't make it this far, and that's exactly why it's worth the walk. It's a completely different atmosphere from the party pool end.
The water here is warm and calm, and after a full morning of walking and exploring, getting in for a swim was the perfect way to spend the rest of the afternoon.
All right, let's get into the part that actually matters. Is the Royal Beach Club Nassau worth it? And we want to be really specific here because the answer genuinely depends on two things: what you pay and how long you have.
First, let's start with the price. Royal uses dynamic pricing, which means what you pay can vary quite a bit depending on when you book. If you catch it at a reasonable rate and you have a full day in port, like 7 or 8 hours, we think this is a genuinely great experience. The facility is beautiful, the beach is fantastic, and you do have that time to actually enjoy it.
But here's our situation today. We didn't arrive until noon. 3 other Royal ships had been here since early morning. The chairs were gone, the pools were packed, and we were all leaving at roughly the same time, around 5 o'clock. So the crowds never thinned. For us, on a short call like that, we wouldn't do it again at full price. The math just doesn't work out.
And that's really the key question to ask yourself before you book. Check your ship's arrival time, check the other ships in port that day if you can. If you're getting a full day and the price is right, go for it. If you're on a half-day call like we were, you might get more out of exploring Nassau itself.
Now, what about the cabanas? They look incredible, and if budget genuinely is no concern for you, the beach cabanas, the premium spots, they're fantastic. Private space, no chair scramble, your own piece of the island. If we won the lottery, we'd book one without hesitation.
But our travel philosophy, we'd rather take that money and put it towards another cruise. More days at sea, more destinations, and more experiences. That's just how we think about it, and we think a lot of you in the Dockside crew probably feel the same way.
So, Royal Beach Club Nassau, beautiful facility, real fun on the right day, with the right port time and the right price. Do your homework before you book. On the way out, one final stop. Late afternoon fries by the ocean. No explanation needed.
The ferry back is a slightly different experience from the ride over. It does drop you off at a different dock location inside the cruise port, so you won't be retracing your steps from the morning.
It's a bit of a longer journey back to your ship from here, and there's a security checkpoint along the way, so have your ship card and photo ID ready. Don't get caught without it.
As for timing, we left the Royal Beach Club with about 60 minutes before our ship's all aboard time, and that was plenty. Figure about roughly 10 to 15 minutes on the ferry, 15 minutes walking through the port area, and about 10 minutes at the security lineup. Build in a little buffer, and you're going to be fine.
That is our complete Royal Beach Club Nassau experience. Battle of the creators and all. If this helped you plan your trip, hit that like button. It genuinely makes a difference in getting this video in front of other cruisers who need it.
We've got our full Celebrity Beyond ship tour and our complete Beyond review coming very soon. So if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time.
Drop your questions in the comments. We read every single one. We're Chris and Melanie from Dockside Travel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.